Rohan is standing at the bright, busy counter of his local comic shop. He's finally found the exact issue he's been hunting for, and the price tag reads exactly 135 rupees. To cover the cost of his prized find, he confidently slaps down a high-value 500 rupee note. The shopkeeper rings up the item, opens the register, and hands back a messy, disorganized pile of loose coins and folded bills. Rohan stares at the jumble of cash in his hand. Is this the correct amount? Did the shopkeeper make a mistake and shortchange him? Without a quick grasp of currency math, a buyer has to choose between holding up the line to slowly count or walking away and potentially losing money. Basic arithmetic is a necessary financial survival skill. Let's freeze the transaction right here and look at the customer's math. From the buyer's perspective, figuring out your change is always a top-down subtraction problem. This whiteboard sets up our core equation. We place the starting payment of 500 rupees on top and subtract the item's price of 135 directly below it. Because we have zeros in the top ones and tens columns, we have to borrow. We cross out the 5 to leave a 4, carry value to the tens to make a 10, cross that down to a 9, and finally carry a 1 to the final 0 to make it a 10. Now we execute the math straight down the columns. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. 4 minus 1 is 3. That gives us 365. This is the exact target amount of change Rohan needs to find in his hand. Top-down subtraction takes a chaotic handful of cash and turns it into a clear, verifiable target. The shopkeeper approaches this from the exact opposite direction. Cashiers use a bottom-up addition method. This horizontal progress bar illustrates the cashier's process. They begin at the 135 rupee price tag on the left and need to build up to an empty goal line of 500 rupees on the far right. First, they add small coins to reach the nearest round number. A 5 rupee coin takes the total up to 140. Next, they toss in a slightly larger 10 rupee coin to hit the next major step of 150. A medium-sized denomination bridges the gap to the hundreds. A 50 rupee note brings the running total to exactly 200. For the final step, they drop in 3 100 rupee notes. Those large bills push the total all the way up to hit the customer's 500 rupee payment. The cashier never subtracts. They physically bridge the gap between the item's cost and the payment given, stacking value until the register is completely balanced. Unfreezing time, Rohan looks down at the chaotic pile of money and mentally applies the shopkeeper's method, tallying the specific bills and coins he was handed. This balancing scale shows exactly what happens next. The physical currency, 5 plus 10 plus 50 plus 300, balances perfectly against the mathematical subtraction result of 365. Both the top-down subtraction and the bottom-up addition paths lead to the exact same truth. This arithmetic is the universal language of trade. It keeps the transaction honest, guaranteeing the buyer gets their proper change, and the shop keeps exactly what it earned. Stop pocketing your change blindly. The next time you step away from a counter, think like a cashier and count up your cash.